Why, hello there, everyone. How are you doing? It's Thursday. It's Thursday, August 12th. And you know what? Thursday night football is already here. Has the season started? No. Is the preseason? Yes. Is the preseason shorter than it was previously? Yes. There are only 3 games of preseason football this year. And there are 17 regular season games. Everything's changing. Oh my goodness, it's time to do a video. Why? Because those of you that have ordered... subscribe to the NFL algorithm, the 2021 NFL algorithm in Excel, which is this file. You're going to get all these updates through the preseason all the way up until week 1. You're going to get all of these, and I made an update tonight, and I'd like to forward it over to you because it has some things to go over. I don't have lines in here, but you can add them. If you're using this file, you can go to the current cube sheet and you can add in the line. If you know that the line for the Redskins is or the former Redskins or the Patriots is minus 110 and it's 100 for the Redskins or whatever it is, you can put that in there. I don't know what the lines are and I don't really care. I'm not going to be betting at all on preseason. I wouldn't trust anything in preseason, but this is going to give you some results. So what I wanted to show you is we inserted the preseason 1 games here and also into the schedule sheet here. We've got all the preseason games now here as well. So when you want to browse all the simulations for the season, you can now browse all of the preseason games as well. So these are all the preseason week 1 games right here. And they also show up right here on the pick sheet. This is where I just added a couple lines which are not right. I added some money lines that are not right in here. You need to add them yourself to figure out what they are. I'm not going to go through them for preseason. But what I will do is I'll show you what it thinks by margin of victory is the best picks, projected margin of victory descending, the best picks for the week in the preseason. And believe it or not, it's one of these games that's right here on Thursday. The Thursday night games, there's 2 of them. It's Pittsburgh, it's Philadelphia. Those are the games that you'll probably be caring about when you're watching this video here on Thursday the 12th. It really likes the Steelers in a lot of ways. Thinks they're going to crush this game. Now, keep in mind that the projected scores are all based on last year's players, last year's stats. So this doesn't mean anything at all in preseason. And I hope that everybody understands that we're just really throwing darts. You should not think that this is going to work at all in the preseason. However, with the stats we do have about the kind of teams that these teams are, I mean, who knows who they're going to play in the preseason, but if they played their starters for the regular season, that this is supposedly what was going to happen. So it really does like the Steelers, and the line's not that bad for the Steelers. I was looking, and I think the line is almost even money anyway. So that is a pretty big pick for Thursday. This game, more of a toss-up. And I think it's also more of a toss-up in terms of what the odds makers lines are as well. So, I mean, other than... I wouldn't worry about... I mean, it's preseason. What are you going to do? It's preseason. As for the rest of the week, because I don't think I'm going to do another video for preseason week 1. Well, it says that Tampa Bay over Cincinnati is a big one right here. I mean, you can sort this in a couple different ways. We're sorting it by... projected margin of victory because it thinks that one team's going to beat the other team by a lot of points. That's what we're sorting by right now. So Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, Kansas City, Green Bay, big ones. You can also sort by win score percentage, which is looking at how good was the team as a whole last year. That's this win score percentage descending is going to be overall, like, best teams. Tampa Bay obviously won the Super Bowl last year, so that's why they're heavily favored here over Cincinnati. Buffalo over Detroit is up here. Green Bay over Houston. And this changes. If you want to change what this win score is, you have to work with the this thing here in the season pivot, which is this distribution of statistics. And if you care, for example, we shouldn't care anything about the record because there is no record yet for 2021. There is no record, so I'm not using 2020's record. I'm just leaving it blank, but all the rest of the stats are related to 2020. So you can mess around with things, change percentages of different statistics, and it will change the win scores that are over here. in this column right over here, win strengths. So that's one of the ways that we can work with this file, because this is not necessarily optimal. I haven't worked with what the proper distribution will be, and who knows what it'll be for the preseason. But you've got your preseason 1 games, you've got preseason 2 games, preseason week 3 games. There's everything. So it's a good start. I've forwarded this file over to people that have already subscribed. If you would like to get on this list and get updates as I do them, you'll get them all the way through the rest of the preseason, all the way up until week 1. And then I'll be issuing a file every week for, I think, $20 a week, where you can get each week's version when I get it done. Week 2 will have a whole bunch of new player stats, which are going to be working on in the player statistic sheets, because we'll actually have new stats for the new season as game 1 actually happens. Until then, we're really just guessing with last year's stats, and it's not reliable, and I think everybody kind of does understand you're just messing around with preseason, so you're doing the best you can. If you want to watch the games and wager on the games, then go for it. I did see how the viewership for this first game, which was it was this game. It was in one game between Dallas and Pittsburgh. The algorithm would have favored Pittsburgh pretty heavily here, and they did win this game 16-3. So that probably would have been a win on the 5th, August 5th. But the point of all of that was, I heard the ratings for this game were pretty good. It was like the best in years. So I think people are hungry and ready for football. I know I have just turned off baseball, and if I'm going to watch some sports now that hockey's done, I will watch some football, and I enjoy watching football. So might even watch some preseason games here, including the good old used to be Redskins, my favorite team, are playing here on Thursday night. So if you do one thing on Thursday, it says take Pittsburgh. That's the big game here. Thinks they'll cover, thinks they'll win easily against the Philadelphia team. I don't know what they're doing with Carson Wentz or who they're going to be playing here in preseason. Nobody knows. We'll find out. So good luck, everyone. May all your picks be winning. And if you want to copy this, it's $35, and you're going to be good for the preseason all the way to week 1. And you can just follow the link in the description below. All right, good luck. May all your picks be winning.